What up, guys? Today I want to take you through one of my favorite fitness tools to use in the gym, the Surge. Basically what this thing is it's this like big long tube with some handles on it. It's hollow on the inside, and what you do is you kind of open up this little cap right here and you fill it with water, and then that water becomes the resistance that you use to kind of like push and pull around. So if you're familiar with like the Viper, spelled V-I-P-R, this is pretty similar. And there's these little numbers on the bottom that kind of shows you how many pounds that you're filling it up. So these little numbers going down. So you see, I think it goes all the way up to 50 pounds if you fill it all the way up to the top. And so you can kind of like judge where it is based on the water level. So this is like between 27 and 30. But the interesting thing is, as you move this thing around, your body has to keep on constantly balancing out. So if you're like doing, like a basic, like kind of Viper move, the side to side here, the water is moving inside. It's moving inside this thing. And so your muscles have to keep on fighting in order to find some balance. So it's really great for stability training. If you go on the website, I think it says that it's like equilibrium training. I don't know if that's like a term to use or not. But as you fill these up, they become incredibly heavy. So this one is like, you can see it's almost up to the top. So this is like 50 pounds. There's two different handles. There's these handles right here. Oh God, this is heavy. Those handles right there, and then there's these handles right here. And so I usually use these handles for a lot more exercises. There's really not a lot that you can do with this other handle. You can do like some rows. If you kind of like bend over, you do some rows like that. But for the most part, I use these handles. The only thing that I like to change about this is make this a flat handle. This handle's kind of curved. I don't know if you can see. It's kind of curved right there. If that flattens out, it'd be a lot easier to move around. The problem is that like it's kind of hard to grip it sometimes, especially if you're laying down like doing a bench. But this thing is incredibly functional. There's a lot of great stuff you can do with it. I think you could buy it on Amazon. I think that's where I got these. There's a lot of exercises you can do with it. You can do some curls, some presses. You can go into 3D, press to the side. You can do some side swings. There's a lot of great stuff you can do. If you ever see a Viper workout video, you do the same stuff, but use one of those and it's gonna be a little bit more difficult. And once again, the thing that I really like about it is like the balancing factor. So your muscles are constantly challenged. One of the cool exercises that you can do, especially if you're really into like bicep curls, you go up one side like that, and now that left hand gets all the weight, but then you can kind of hear it. So now all the weight is transferred back to the middle, and then let it drop down to the left. There's a lot of cool things you can play around with, but once again, like if you just don't want to spend a lot of money and you just want a nice little home workout center, this is pretty good. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do. I'm gonna film a video that does an actual complete workout with this. I'll link that below, okay?